Welcome in to a very special edition of USL Pro Weekly. My name's Nicholas Murray, and I'm very pleased to be joined by USL President Tim Holt on what is a monumental day for USL Pro and Major League Soccer as the LA Galaxy 2 are introduced as the 14th franchise in USL Pro. Tim, this is a huge day for USL Pro and for Major League Soccer.
Yeah, exciting announcement, historic day. It was 12 months ago when we announced this partnership initiative with Major League Soccer. We've made a lot of progress in that 12 months. Today's another milestone step. Obviously, in the first year, there was interleague play. We had 4 teams that directly affiliated. We've taken a quantum leap forward in year 2, raising the number of affiliates from 4 to 10. And then today, with the announcement of LA Galaxy 2 being the first owned and operated MLS club playing fully in USL Pro, it's sort of the next phase of that initiative. And one that we see is very much along the lines of what's happened in Europe for many, many years with top clubs like Bayern Munich and Barcelona and Real Madrid, having teams that compete in the lower divisions that they own and operate and provide a great platform for developing players that may not be ready for regular first-time games to stay sharp and be prepared.
You talk about clubs like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid that operate a system similar to this in Europe. The Galaxy in the US soccer cycles are certainly the equivalents of those. How telling is it that this is the first team to place a team in USL Pro?
Yeah, we don't think there could be a better sort of first team into that. They've obviously been a pioneer and a groundbreaker in Major League Soccer in so many different ways, whether it's designated players and one of the first to have their own stadiums and a real robust club development structure from the youth all the way up. So it's particularly fitting that they're the first to take this leap into owning and operating their own USL Pro team. So, we're tremendously appreciative and really value the relationship that we've developed over the last 6 months of working with them through their president, Chris Klein, obviously former MLS and U.S. national team player, Bruce Arena, their head coach who's been a real champion of this and the most decorated national team coach in our country's history, and then others like Jovan Karofsky on the technical side and Kurt Analfo, longtime MLS veteran, now also taking the helm of that team. So we're in great hands. We think it'll be a great example of how to do this on a going forward basis. And the other thing that we know is that it'll be done right, not just on the field, but off the field in terms of how they put the games on. It'll be a professional game atmosphere and game environment done at the StubHub Center the way we need to have professional soccer done at our level.
Now, obviously, this is a first step, and it's a huge step for USL Pro and Major League Soccer. How do you envision this expanding in future seasons?
Well, it's everything's come real fast over the first year, but we've spent a lot of time during that year of mapping this out for the future. I think you'll continue to see a combination of 2 things. And this is out there in the public domain already, that by 2015, all MLS clubs will either have their own USL Pro affiliate club, affiliated with the USL Pro club, or own and operate their own USL Pro team. So that creates continued opportunity for us, certainly from a USL Pro League standpoint. It can help accelerate the growth of our league, populate, so that we can reach that regionalized competition model. We think so important to have an economically sustainable model for our league. And on the affiliation side, which is just as important, it helps strengthen and stabilize existing teams that we have. So we'll continue to see that. We've already been working with other MLS clubs that have chosen not to affiliate at this point for the potential of them coming in as USL Pro clubs in 2015. So future with MLS is very bright, and today's the first day of sort of a new phase of that relationship.
Now, obviously, that relationship is going to be ongoing and is very exciting. There's also the relationships that we have within USL Pro, and I know there's a program called Destination 2020 that the league is very excited about moving forward.
Destination 2020 is really our internal long-term strategic plan. To establish one of the most internationally respected and best operated leagues in support of the major league or the first division level worldwide, and doing that not just with a quality product on the field, but stable business operations off the field, getting our teams to a point where their economic performance is strong and they can look forward to doing this year in and year out. So we've identified about a half dozen key strategic initiatives, such as stadium development, club development, that go along with that. Certainly the marketing that we do, both from a league-wide and local team level, is important. The broadcasting initiatives, such that we've announced and will be announcing more in the future, are so important to helping tell our story and expose our product to our fans. But all of this is in the name of fan engagement. So we intend to be very, very much more active in engaging our fans from a league level and extending that down to the teams over time and meeting that goal. It's an ambitious goal by 2020 of being recognized, internationally as one of the top professional leagues in the world that acts in concert with the top division domestically.
Well, that is in the future. 2014, though, a lot of excitement. We've got 2 new expansion teams in addition to the LA Galaxy 2 in Sacramento and Oklahoma City. We have a new broadcast initiative with YouTube. There's a lot to look forward to this summer.
I remember a good soccer coach once telling me, when you play, look long and see short. So look long and you'll see short. So we're looking long from a USL Pro standpoint, but what we're seeing short we really like too. 2014 with 3 expansion teams, LA, joined by Sacramento Republic and OKC Energy, which are just getting unbelievable traction in their markets, putting some exciting players together. We think they'll be immediately competitive, competing for playoff spots. In 2014 also, we talked about visibility of the league. Nothing more important than a YouTube partnership with YouTube Live. All the games stream live and then on demand via YouTube for this upcoming season. Increased production values and capabilities on all of our team levels, which should be really fun for fans. And then as you look a little bit further into 2015, already announcing 2 expansion teams in Colorado Springs and Tulsa that are way ahead of the curve in terms of their planning and some exciting announcements that may even come before the first ball's kicked on March 22nd this season. And a schedule announcement tomorrow to boot, Nicholas, which I know fans have been waiting for very eagerly. So they got to wait a little less than 24 hours for that. And I think they'll like what they see, and I think they're really going to have a great time following our league this season.
Well, Tim, thank you so much for taking the time to join me. Thank you for joining us on this special edition of USL Pro Weekly, and look out for that schedule announcement on Thursday as we kick off the season, March 22nd. Exciting slate of games on opening night. Until then, my name's Nicholas Murray. Thanks for joining us.